It's my last episode of Figures Focus Line.
God, it's only toys.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel Mando number 5, and I'm Keith Guppy. So yeah, getting to be a sad day or a sad time for me. We started the Figure Focus Line series covering the modern collectibles back in July when I started my YouTube channel. I've enjoyed every minute of it, I really have, but as I said all the way through, it comes to an end because we cover all the lines. And now I'm obviously focusing on Mando's Best, which covers all the key characters and ships and playsets from the series. So that'll continue for many a day. But the Figure Focus line is coming to an end. So today's episode is just me really wrapping up any loose ends from anything I've not covered in all my other 40-odd episodes. We're on episode number 32 today, but obviously I've had quite a few part 1s and part 2, so I'm probably up to about 40 episodes now. But next week will be a really special episode, the last one. So heads up, that will cover a summary of all the values for all the lines from 1995, and we will reveal the grand number of what you'd have to spend to get everything of the modern collecting era. It covers all the episodes, and also I will show you what I need to spend to finish the modern collecting lines, which is a depressingly big number, I'm afraid. But so please watch next Friday night's episode. It goes out at 7 o'clock. I'll be live having some chat, but you can watch it after that if you want. Hit the like button as usual and subscribe if you want to see more content from Mando number 5. So let's get into it. So there was a few bits and bobs that I've missed over the last 7 or 8 months. So let's get into it and have a look. And as usual, I'll put up a value of these bits and bobs at the end of the video, and also what I need to get or spend to finish these little lines that I found. So in summary today, we're going to look at about 4 or 5 different ranges or groups of figures that I missed. We're going to do the Celebrate the Saga 5 packs. We're going to do the Digital Relief Commemorative Collection. The Luke Saga gold figures, double packs you can get. The Blu-ray exclusives and the Galaxy Adventures series. All of these are pretty sort of unknown, I guess. You can slip through any collector's list. So let's get on into it and have a look at them. So here's the first of those oddities, ladies and gentlemen. The Galaxy of Adventures line, the 3 3/4 line from 2018. Very unusual line. I think there were, 14 figures in 2 ways released. These figures, and what they are, they're basically re-released figures we've seen elsewhere in these really cool little tubes, so really neat packaging. And then inside you've got a little magazine or a comic book that tells you, I guess, a bit about the character. As I said, there was 14 of these. I'm lucky enough to have a display stand with them, which is pretty cool. And the graphics actually are pretty nice. It's from obviously from the small animated series, sort of little adventures they did. I think this line went on to be a 12-inch line or a 10-inch line or whatever. So I've only got these, and these are the only 3 3/4 ones done. There is another display stand to get. This is, I think, Wave 2 display stand, but there's Wave 1 as well. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, most of these are probably worth about £15–20. And it's reasonably difficult to get the whole lot, because I don't think they're on any shelves in the UK when they're released. I think they're all American released, or store exclusives, obviously, in the States. But yeah, a little line that sort of fits in a little gap, and I haven't talked about it before. And then these Celebrate the Saga 5 packs came out in, I think, 2020. Again, don't think they're in any shelves in the UK. Some are harder to get than others. In fact, I found the Empire or the Baddie, First Order, whatever you want to say, versions a lot easier to get than the goodies, the Rebel Alliance and the Resistance and stuff, easier to get. So I'll just show you them. This one's got the cool red droid. I don't know what the name of the red droid is. What is it? TC4. Really nice droid. They all come with a droid, so you get 4 sort of main characters, and then each pack gets a droid. That was pretty unique. I think I've only seen that one on the Disney Build-A-Droid pack exclusive. Whether that's the same figure or not, I'm not sure. But these are really, really nice. Most of these are worth £30 or £40. So you have the Sith set, and then you have the First Order set. So pretty nice with the little BB-8 First Order droid inside. And there's the back, BB-9E, for those of you who like your droids. So these are really nice. I think they really sort of stand out on the shelf. They're a little bit different. And then you've got a Galactic Empire set here with various troopers inside. And then you've got another droid again, which is R5Q5. I've seen him before. He's in, I think he's the Power of the Jedi line, I think, is a loose figure. I think, but, you know, I'll stand corrected because I can't remember really. So that's the Galactic Empire set. And then probably one of the best sets, and probably maybe the second time they've done a little bounty hunter set like this. So it's all the bounty hunters inside: Boba Fett, IG-88, Jango Fett, and Bosk. And then you've got a droid. That droid's in one of the multi packs, I'm pretty sure. A droid exclusive, R5P8. Again, probably I would say about £40–45 for that set. And then so that was a 4 sort of baddie sets, if you like. And then there was 4 goodie sets, and I've only got one of them. And a couple of the goodie sets are really hard to get hold of. This is the Jedi Order set, but there's also the Rebel Alliance set, the First Order set, and the Resistance set. And the Resistance set is particularly hard to get hold of. Yeah, you just don't see them come up very often. But again, this has got R7A7 inside, which has been released before. But a really nice set. They look really, really cool, and I really need to get the other 3 sets, if I'm honest. And then Hasbro launched 2 commemorative or exclusive sets. One was a digital release commemorative collection, which is this one, in 2014. Then before that, they did a Blu-ray exclusives commemorative figure sets, which came with some posters in 2011. Now, this one I've obviously got. The Blu-ray ones I haven't got, and they're really, really nice as well. But even these are, I think these are very underrated, these sets, because you can see you've got a set for each film. On the end, the bookend, if you line them up, they make a lovely picture. But it gets better. If I just push them back a bit, and I open, say, Return of the Jedi up. So, you've got the figures you get in the front. You get all the sets, the detail of all the sets you can get, and the figures they contain. But it's on this, they've all got like a sleeve, so you open the sleeve up like that. So then inside you've got the figures really nicely displayed on the front. But probably the best bit is the art. So every one has got some really lovely artwork on the back. Again, you probably pick these up for £40 or £50 each, maybe a little bit less. But it's really, really nice, the artwork. So let's have a look at another. Let's look at The Empire Strikes Back. So we'll just take the sleeve off of this one. And there you go. I mean, it's the poster artwork on these is absolutely amazing. Actually, I think it's probably worth... Let's have a look at all of them because they're so nice. So we've got Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope. Gorgeous artwork. I love these. I really like them. Then you've got Revenge of the Sith artwork. And then you've got Attack of the Clones. Really, really nice. And then you've got Phantom Menace. Really, really nice. And then we're back to Return of the Jedi. But yeah, a really nice set. I think these are really, really cool. And as I said, all of them you can, you know, inside you've got pictures of the figures. They're all repacks, obviously, and none of the figures are really that special. In terms of you can get them elsewhere. In fact, I've just realised something. We've got the classic Rebels Darth Sidious that I've just done for this weekend's figure focus. That's not figure focus. Character Mando's Best episode. And I have that picture of that one. I didn't realise he was in his set until just now. He's the Laughing Emperor, as I call him. But watch that episode and you'll understand why I say that. So there you have it. That's the digital release collection from 2014. Now, the Blu-ray exclusives, which came out in 2011, are probably even nicer than that. And you've got the 6 films again, Phantom Menace right through to Return of the Jedi. They're about £40 or £50 each again, and they've got the figures, and then they've got the mini posters inside. So you've got the Phantom Menace, and I'll pop pictures up as I say. Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, New Hope, and Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And again, they close up to have a bookend picture, which is really, really nice. And I will just say that not all the details of my whole collection are all in my head. My head's quite small, so not much is. But I couldn't have done this without this book. It's a super collector's wish book. It's a fantastic edition. It's got all the modern and vintage collection lines in there. It's a really useful reference guide. It's about the sort of, I don't know, about the 5th edition that we've seen. This takes them to 2022, so hopefully there'll be a new edition soon. I'm not affiliated with it. I don't know the publishers or anything like that. I'm just saying now it's a really good book and something you need if you're into modern Star Wars collecting. Pick this book up. And then there's another group of figures that seem to pass me by as well. And I think in the States they're very plentiful and they're probably just peg warmers and probably about $4 or $5. But over here they were like rocking horse doo-doo. So and that was the Luke Skywalker Saga line of figures. They were gold, really unusual gold figures that were in like a double pack. The droid one comes in a 3-pack. So you had Stormtrooper and Darth Vader. You had Han and Chewie. You had the 3 droids. You had Jango Fett and Mace Windu. You had Poe and a pilot. Poe and Han Solo, I think it was. You had Leia and Han Solo, Yoda and Darth Maul, Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi to make the 9 sets. And you know that I really want to get my hands on those as well. But to buy those, you probably have to spend, I don't know, about £20 each, and you know you really need to get them all together, which is quite hard to do. So yeah, that's another set that I need and kind of went under the radar a little bit. And lastly, I just want to give a mention to some of the multi-packs. I'll put some pictures up. I've got a couple of them, which are in the Saga line and the Dark Skies line, where you can get, I think it's 6 or 9 of the figures on a sort of board. It's like a bigger multi-pack, which are quite hard to get hold of. So I'll pop some pictures of those up as well. But that's about it for the ones I think I've missed. So let's look at the value of what I've gone through today. So as I said at the start of the video, for those of you who haven't watched this before and it's your first time, you're in luck, because as I said, stay tuned for next week, 7 o'clock UK time. I'll be revealing the total value of everything in the collection, and also what you'd have to spend to get everything from 1995. So please tune into that episode next week. So in terms of this week, let's look at the values as we always do. So first of all, celebrate the Saga, the 5-packs. There are 8 of those, and they're about £40 a set, which gives you a value of £320. Then the Skywalker Saga Commemorative Edition packs. There was 9 of those. They're about £20 each, but they're really hard to get hold of, especially in a set. So you'd have to spend about £180, I think, to get all of those. The Galaxy's Adventures figures that I showed you, not counting the display stand, you can get those for about £10 or £15. So there's 14 of those in 2 waves that were released, I think, in 2014. And that gives you a total of £210. Then you've got the Blu-ray release packs, and they're really, really nice. Very difficult to get hold of. They're about £40, I think, to buy, but the prices fluctuate. Some people want £80 for those, but I reckon you probably pick them up if you're lucky for about £240 to get those. And then finally, the digital release boxes that I showed you earlier on. There were 6 of those, really, really nice again. They cost you about an average of about £30. So that's 6 times 30 is about £180 to get all of those. So what's the total of this? The stuff that I missed, the other stuff, as I'm calling this video. Yeah, £1,040 to get these bits and bobs. I'm missing some of the Blu-rays, the gold Lukes, and 3 of the Saga packs as well. Celebrated Saga packs, which comes about £580. So, you know, that's what I'd have to spend to finish these sort of odd little lines that I'm picking up today. Again, hopefully see you next week. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5.